I am back now. Part 2 of the Job review. So, now we are to the point where Job, the Lord has allowed Satan to test Job. And his test, I'm saying that I told y'all, remember I told y'all test, you got to prepare for a test. You don't just get up to the test and be ready. What you gonna do when Satan come and do this kind of stuff in your life? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You better have the word. You better have a relationship with God. Or you better know somebody that can pray with you for you to help you through. Because this right here is happening. And the test are by fire. These things are purifying. Remember, it was a test of our faith in the beginning. It's about you and God. What you gonna do? Do you really love him? Do you really serve him? We're gonna find out. If there's anything in there, we about to know. That's what we're about to do. We're about to know if there's anything in there that shouldn't be. We're about to find out right now. So, you ready? I'm ready. All right. So now Satan is tested. He's taking the children. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's take the children. Taking the children, taking the livestock, the flocks, the chickens, the eggs, and all that. Okay? He challenging his wife, because the wife is like, bro, why don't you just, God letting all this stuff happen, why don't you just not serve him? Why don't you just give up, walk away, do something, because this is ridiculous. She ready to give up. Now we got a friend. Boy, you gonna find out Eliphaz, your friend Eliphaz, whoever Eliphaz is in your life, is gonna come up while you going and say this. This is what Eliphaz had to say to Job. Eliphaz came up and say, it's you now in trouble. You the one always encouraging people. Come on. You the one always giving out the word, Demetra. You the one. You always encouraging people. You always helping them to see the light. You always giving them a word for that situation. You out here talking about life and godliness. Now God has hit your life. What you gonna do? When he hit your children, what you gonna do? When he hit your job, what you gonna do? When he take your sheep, what you gonna do? When that marriage don't work, what you gonna do now? Well, for me and my house, we gonna keep on serving the Lord. That's the answer Job had to be given. He never stopped serving the Lord. That's what he didn't do. He did not stop serving the Lord, though he wanted to die, bro. Can't you see why though? I can see why. I can see why Job would want to give up. I saw why I wanted to give up. There was some times in this journey where I said, Lord, I just don't want to live no more. I didn't. Suicide, the spirit of suicide is real. The spirit of depression is real. I just didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted to give up. Like Job, I'm telling you, some people are going through some of these things right now. Don't give up. Don't you give up. Don't you give in. Don't you throw in the towel. Because God's got a plan. It's not over until God says it's over. And God says it's not over till we win. So in this time, his friend come over and he said, listen, now you going through this stuff. You want to give up? Shouldn't you? It's almost like encourage yourself. You shouldn't be tripping at all. But you tell me how you don't trip when everything has been taken. It's not real. This Job was like, bro, you talking to me like this not real. Like I have not just lost everything, like almost everything. I'm fighting right now for my own health, scraping sores with rocks because they itch so bad, and that's real. When those boils start to heal, and when it's time for them to, as they start pushing up that skin and that thing starts to enlarge, it feels really itchy. Job itched so much that he took something and was just trying to scratch himself. I'm driving with my knee, but I put my hand back on the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Demetrius scratching. Okay, he got it. Very demonstrative. Okay, so now his friend, who you would think be comforting him, is telling him, look, you need to chill. You're doing too much. Now, you always telling people about this and that, and now you need to take those same words for yourself. I'm saying I would be looking at my friend real cross-eyed right there, and like, bro, I'm saying I don't need that. I hear what you're saying, and yes, it's true. And I'm an encourager. That's what I do. Why don't you encourage me like I would encourage you? But that's not what Eliphaz was doing. Eliphaz was saying, listen, they wouldn't have died if they wasn't sinning. Sin don't come to people. I mean, look, Satan can't do nothing to those who ain't doing this. These things are true. You have to open the door. There's a door that you open that you can't see, but you open it. You open it with your actions. You open it with your words. There's a door that you opens to Satan. When you get out of line with God, the door is called out of the will of God. Are you in that door? The door of out of the will? You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me. But it is the truth. So now Job is listening to his friend tell him all of that, and this is not the end, because I didn't went ahead. I have to go ahead, but we talking about it. So now his friend is telling him all these things, and Job is listening, and his friend is not done yet. So as we continue through this next chapter, we're gonna hear the things that all these people have to say to Job. But the friends aren't going to be the last one to speak. It's going to be God who speaks that last word. And when he speaks, y'all going to really trip. I'm trying to tell you that you don't know God. You don't know God like you think you know God. And what he will allow to get you into the right place. All of this is getting it out of his heart. Job didn't think there was a place in him that would ever think that he would think like this about, I don't even want to be here. He was always in his faith. He was always praying for other people. But he never thought that he would get to a place where he wanted to give up himself. Not denounce God, but just give up. Just give up. Curse the day I live. Curse the day I was born is what he said. My mother should have never had me. I could have been sleeping a long time ago. Why would I get right here for God to allow all these things to happen to me? Oh yeah, it's confusing when you serve God. It's confusing when you have dedicated your life to God and have to go through some of the things that we have to go through. But it's all part of the plan. It's that purifying. Yeah. It's that making us in his image. It's that shaping, that pottery. It's all of those things. It's all of those things. You think you're good, but you're not. And that's why we have to go. It's that last little bit that's in there. God gonna get it out. It's that one right there. That shift of ours, we're going to get that out. That doubt, we're going to get that out. You don't even know it's in there, though, until God starts to test you. Yeah. So anyway, that's my review for today. I'm going to get back in the Word. I'm on the road, so I listen while I'm going. But I had to get with you about this review. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, have a blessed day. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it.